Hola, buenos días, es Nico.
And guess what I'm doing today? I am complaining. Yes, I am
So today we're gonna be talking about something a little interesting. Basically we're gonna be talking about, is OnlyFans still worth it? I'm not one of those people that's like, oh no, get rid of the OnlyFans, no more booty cheeks, because I personally love, I love cheeks. But I saw a tweet recently that stated, I deleted my OnlyFans and I'm not going to be making another one because OnlyFans takes first a 20% cut of anything you make, and then taxes take another 15% cut. So that's already 35% of your base salary coming out of your coming out of your wallet. And then you have to worry about the limitations that they put on tipping, the limitations that they put on sellable content, dropping it down to only $50 rather than the I believe it was $200 prior. So now it's like you can only make $50 from pay-per-view. People can only tip you up to $100. A lot of people are not making the income that they thought they were because first, for OnlyFans, I think we already discussed this, you need a solid fan base before you actually join, okay? If you don't, it's gonna be it's gonna be like trying to get milk out of a rock. You know, it's like, I know that's not an actual analogy, it's just what I could think of on the fly. Somebody use that in the future and at me. But yeah, so basically it's basically trying to make money out of nothing because you have to physically make so much free content just to get your name out there. And even after you get your name out there, you're gonna have to constantly collaborate with people because your numbers are gonna drop. I remember one of my followers, they made a joke tweet going, oh yeah, I just reached 425, subscribers. And then like a few weeks later, they're like, my fucking subscriber count dropped because it's because people do like a monthly thing. It's like if you just make an OnlyFans, your numbers are going to skyrocket because people are going to be interested. That's if you have a following base. But after that, if you aren't collaborating, if you aren't consistently raising the bar, people are going to drop out because it's a monthly fee. If anything, I know that I've been guilty of this too. Like if a performer that I enjoy isn't making like a lot of content, I'll wait a few months and then I'll subscribe again for a singular month. And I'll just watch all the content because it's doable because it's all just saved there. Like it's nothing that's gonna fade away. Like if you post a video, I'm gonna be able to come back and see it anytime I want. So it's worth waiting for you to make more content before I subscribe again. So a lot of people are starting to realize, okay, well the follower base isn't consistent. There's an oversaturation, meaning everybody has an OnlyFans, so you're always competing with other people, because there's a limit to how many people can subscribe to how many people. Everybody has a dollar limit. Nobody's gonna go broke trying to watch porn. Some people might. I'm not gonna say nobody, some people might. But it's more so you have so much competition, and then straight off the back, they're limiting how much you can actually make from the site. And then you have to worry about the government and taxes taking away majority of your money. It gets to the point where it's like, is this worth it? Because I have quite a few followers who have had I have quite a few followers who have had private conversations with that basically go, I actually don't know if I want to keep my OnlyFans. I might actually delete my OnlyFans. It's not really worth it because at this point, you're getting the stigmatization of a sex worker, which we are trying to break, which I reiterate in every time I talk about this conversation. We're trying to break the stigmatization, the stigmas associated with sex work. But as of now, they're still there and it can affect your corporate image. So you have to deal with that. You have to deal with sex work while dating, which complicates a lot of things, especially if people aren't open-minded. I don't know if I stated this, but I've dated OnlyFans performers before. They were doing solo content though. That's where you have to have like, especially while dating, you have to have like this solid conversation of where are we gonna what are our boundaries? So when I was dating someone who had an OnlyFans, I just made sure that they were only doing solo content. As long as you're not like sleeping with other people, I don't really mind it. Because that wasn't a part of the like conversation that we had. He was like, oh, well, I'm only doing like masturbation, dildos and stuff like that. I'm like, that's perfectly fine, As long as we have this dialogue, I'm perfectly okay with my partner having an OnlyFans. Would I join in and appear on their OnlyFans? No, because that's not my energy. You already know that. But I don't mind it, What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You get your money how you get your money. I'm not one of those people that judges people. So basically, it's like, is it worth it at this point? Because you're not making the money that you were promised, because a lot of people thought as soon as I join OnlyFans, I'm gonna blow up and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they didn't realize these people were already established, these people are highly popular, and they know how to market. You don't know how many OnlyFans creators I see that start up and their marketing skills is terrible. And I'm not like a marketing major, but I know how to properly market a body. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of, because as an Instagram model, I know how to market quote unquote sex appeal. It's just their previews aren't good. Their previews are too artistic. That's another thing that I've noticed. People who do really artistic previews of their OnlyFans content, it does not get traction because unfortunately, not everyone appreciates art. I feel like every artist understand, like, this is coming from me as an artist because I used to do music and I used to, we all understand not everybody understands art. So if you're doing an artistic spin on your OnlyFans promotions, like your marketing, your videos, they might not get traction just because people don't understand it. So it's like, I've met a lot of people who in theory should be top creators, but their marketing skills are terrible. So they are stuck in a middle ground of, I'm not making enough money, but I'm also making enough money to add to my wallet, so it's not a complete loss, but I'm not sure about it. So, in your opinion, is OnlyFans still worth it? Because at this time, they're taking 20%, taxes taking 15%, they're limiting how much you can make in tips, they're limiting how much you can sell pay-per-view content for, the oversaturation of the market, as in you have so much competition. I'm telling you guys, every page that I go to on Twitter has a link to their OnlyFans, which isn't bad. I need to reiterate, this isn't a bad thing because people are making money during a panorama, during a hard time panini press. They are making their dollars, which I completely support. But that means that there is an abundance of competition. Like, you don't know how many people have OnlyFans, meaning you have to do the absolute most to stand out. And I've already talked about like the possible health risk because a lot of OnlyFans performers don't vet their partners, especially if you're doing just random hookups on your OnlyFans. You don't really ask for their screening. Nobody's really honest about their testing. So it's a bunch of possibilities that you're taking into account. So in your opinion, is it still worth it? Because I know when it first came out, people were talking about how much money they were making. A lot of people were going in and not making this money. So if you have an OnlyFans, have you made your money back? Do you think that you've made the amount of money that corresponds with the amount of societal stress that it causes? Because like I said, it complicates your business marketability, it complicates your relationship possibilities. Tell me, has it been worth it? As an outsider looking in, seeing as how OnlyFans is now oversaturated, would you still consider making an OnlyFans? Even though they already take a large pay cut, they limited how much that you can actually make, and you have to constantly up the ante to keep people there. I would genuinely love your opinions, so make sure to drop them down in the comments below. I'm not gonna plug. I completely forgot to plug at the beginning of the video, so I'm just, all my links are down in the description. Help me pay my bills, all that crap. Bye. And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.